For this video, I'm just going to be reiterating the things that we learned in class. So we talked about linear modeling in class, and I'm just going to pull up a couple of the types of problems that we did in class for those of you who may have missed it or need to go back through it again. The first kind of problem that we looked at in class was just looking at an equation and being able to pick off the slope and the y-intercept. As long as your equation is in this format, and I mean y is by itself, just like all of these, the number in front of x is your slope. So on this first one, slope is -3, slope is 4, slope is -2, and slope is 2. For the y-intercept, the other number is your y-intercept, and they could be in either order. It's just that the number in front of x is your slope, and the other number is your y-intercept. And it's actually an ordered pair, but I'll count it if you just get the number. So the y-intercept here would be the point 0, 3, 0, 1, 0, 5, and 0, 5. So that's your slope and your y-intercept. Now the other kinds of problems we did would be the second part of this one, where I say find x when y is 9. So notice I've taken the first one, and all I've done is put the 9 in place of the y. And all I'm asking you to do is to solve this equation. And you've had this algebra before. What you're going to do is you're going to move the +3 to the other side of the equation. And when that happens, the +3 actually becomes a -3. So -3 plus 9 equals -3x, because that +3 is gone now. You moved it to the other side. So -3 plus 9 is 6. And your last step in all of these is going to be to divide both sides by whatever number is in front of x. So 6 divided by -3 is -2. And -3 divided by -3 cancels. So my answer for this one would be x equals -2. And you do the same thing for all of them. So if we were to, let me just move this one out of the way. And if we were to do another one like that, let's just put another text box here and do another one. So if I want to find x when y is 9, and I'm doing this one, I would put the 9 in place of the y. So I would just say 9 equals 4x plus 1. I would do the same thing. I would put the 1 on the other side, which makes it a -1. We always change the sign. -1 plus 9 is 8. Divide both sides by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 cancels. And in this one, my answer is x equals 2. So that's what we're doing on this kind of problem. Now in problems like this that we did in class, you're going to be writing an equation, so you need to understand what's happening in the word problem. They're all going to be linear, so they're going to be somehow in this format. And you have to be able to write your word problem in that format. So this one says, suppose that the water level of a river is 34 feet. So in this case, it starts out at 34 feet and it is receding. Now receding means going down, so you will be subtracting. So what's happening here is you have something that starts out at 34 and then goes down, so that's where the subtraction sign comes from, and it's going down at a rate of 0.5 per day. All of these problems will be like this, in that you will have some rate somewhere like 3 per inch, 4 per minute, or something like that. And that's the part that is going to have your slope with it. So over here, when I go back to my text box, I have my 0.5, and then per day, that's the part that's going to have your x with it. So if it had been per minute, you'd have an x there, per hour, or whatever. And your y is just going to be stuck out in the front. That's going to be your equation. Now the rest of this problem says write an equation for the water level L after D days. Well, your days are the part that's here, 0.5 foot per day. So this is your day. That means your other letter is the L. So this is the equation that they're asking for. So that's your equation. In how many days will the water level be 26 feet? So we can put 26 feet for water level, just like we did on those other problems. And we've got to figure out how many days it would be. So this plus 34 would move to the other side. So we would have minus 34 plus the 26. Use your calculator if you have problems looking at this. Minus 34 plus 26, if you punch that in on your calculator, and if you don't have a calculator, just go over and search for your calculator. Mine's right here, and I can type in and most of these calculators are going to need to do it backwards and do 26 minus 34 in order to get your answer. And it pops up to minus 8, so if you're not good at that, just do it on the calculator. Minus 8 equals negative 0.5 days. And you would take your calculator and you would punch in minus 8 divided by negative 0.5. So if we're dividing by 0.5, that's the same thing as multiplying by 2. Again, if you do it on your calculator, you won't have a problem. So my answer would be 16 days. So this is the algebra that you're going to be doing, but you're going to need to get the equation first, and it's a matter of reading what's happening. If this had said going up at a rate instead of a minus sign, you would have a plus sign there. This is one of the other problems that we did in class. It says to find the slope and express this answer as a rate of change. Well, you actually have a formula for slope, and your formula for slope is m, which stands for slope, equals, and you are going to be subtracting the y's. So you're going to take, probably the way you see your formula in the book is to take the second y, so we do it like that, minus the first y, and we divide it by the second x minus the first x. So if we're doing that on this one, let's just stretch this out a little bit so we can put it on the same line. If we're doing that on one of these, I've got to be able to find my points, and I can look at any 2 points on the line. If I look right here, that's the point 1, 1, that's the point 2, 2. If I just look at it and eyeball it, this is the point 2, 20, this is the point 4, 40. So if I were trying to do number 12, I would actually have, in my work, I would have the point 220, and I would have the point 440, and I would just substitute that into my work. My y's are the second number, so the second y would be 40 minus 20, so 40 minus 20 divided by the second x would be 4 minus 2. So 40 minus 20 is 20. Divided by 4 minus 2 is 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So my rate of change would be 10, and my rate of change is always the y's over the x's. So it would be 10 thousands in population, so 10,000 per year. That's what we're talking about when we do that one in class. Now this is one that technically you've really already done. We did these in Google, and we take our 2 points that we have, and in this case we have the point 280 and 550. And we're looking at that, and we can do the money first and the pineapple second. So if I go into Google and I just put my points in there like we've done a zillion times, and we highlight it and hit insert chart, and we do a scatter plot. As long as I have 2 points, I can do this. So all your problems, you're going to have the 2 points. You're going to go into your advanced edit, you're going to go down like we've done before, and you're going to pick a trend line. That's linear because this is all linear. It forms a line. You're going to tell it you want the equation. And if we do that, we have an equation that is negative 10x plus 100. So the way we're using this right now is the negative 10 is the slope, 100 is the y-intercept, and we could make any kind of prediction that we need to, which is what we're doing in class. So if I ask you how much would the pineapples cost or how many pineapples would I sell if the pineapples cost $3? I would put 3 here in for x, so negative 10 times 3 would be negative 30, plus 100 would be 70, and I would be able to make that prediction in that way.